FastCast movies. Today I'm going to review Sleeping with Other People, the movie, not the act. I caught it on the streaming service, and I just recently watched it again. And I thought it was a solid little rom-com. Allison Brie, who is terrific. Jason Sudeikis, who I also think is pretty terrific. I think the first thing I saw him in was that episode of 30 Rock, where his Valentine's Day stuff accidentally goes to Liz Lemon, and then from there they start dating. And then the rest of this movie is sort of a who's who of, wait, I've seen that guy, he was in that thing. People whose names I don't remember. But so it's a pretty typical will they, won't they, but with a twist. And the twist is that they have. The night they met, they lost their virginity to one another and then sort of went their separate ways. They reconnect 15 years later. And what's cool about the will they, won't they in this sort of rom-com-y way is that they never actually try to pretend like they're not interested in having sex with each other. They fully acknowledge it, but they just sort of decide that it wouldn't be a great idea. Maybe a little thin as twists go. Initially, when I was watching this movie, I thought to myself, I'm gonna be disappointed if this has a typical marriage plot ending. Especially because it was actually breaking some other interesting barriers in other ways. But because I'm a hopeless romantic, when by the end it turns out that's really all it was, I was happy. Because I wanted to see these two people together. My wife and I have this thing where when we're watching an indie movie, when you get about 3/4 of the way through it, you start having to ask yourself, how indie is this movie gonna be really? Which means if you've got a couple and they're in a will they, won't they situation, the studio film will have them get together. The kind of indie film will maybe have them get together but then split up, go their separate ways, having learned something from each other. The really indie one will go sideways, where you think they're about to get together, but instead he takes a job and flies to Alaska and dies on a fishing boat. So anyway, Sleeping with Other People, I thought it was fun. Enough so that when I was flipping around, I was like, oh, I'll watch that again. B+-ish. FastCast movies. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching the FastCast. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. J Handle. And remember to check back, because I do this a couple times a week. Thanks a lot, everybody. FastCast.